All right, what's going on, people? This is Theo here, and this is a quick rant, and I haven't done this in a while, but this is aiming at one person and one person only. It is Boris Johnson. Now, the email has been leaked, in which there's been an invites over 400 people to attend a bring your own booze party, and that was at the height of the pandemic, May 2020. Now there was apparently there was over 100 people that attended, and they did it in such a way to cheer themselves up because of the bleakness that we all faced during 2020. And I just feel like these people do not care. The government don't care. I saw the interview in which Boris Johnson gave this morning or yesterday, and he literally just smirked and just said, "Oh, it's under investigation." Do you know how much it actually angers me knowing that he's literally laughed at us? Do you know how much that literally angers so many people? So many people, right? Because people have suffered over the last 2 years. I am just flabbergasted. These people did not deserve that. You know, I don't deserve it. You know, I've worked hard along with my colleagues up and down the country as an NHS worker. We have worked so hard to try and do our best for every single patient that comes under our care, even now. We have tried so hard. And now, this revelation now just kind of makes me feel like I don't know what else we can do to get this guy out of office. Clearly, he is not fit to be Prime Minister, right? He thought that this would be a cool job, but I think that it's just getting too much for him. Right? He's a fun time guy. He isn't somebody that's serious. He isn't somebody that we can depend on. Somebody that actually can say, all right, then he's doing something for the good of the nation. He's not really doing much for the good of the nation. You know, things are harder. Things are now harder than before because we got the energy bills up. You know, the cost of living going up. He's not doing good. And the way that he's handled this pandemic is almost like it's a game. This ain't a game. This ain't a game. No matter how many people actually would believe in what's going on, like, for me, this will stay with me forever. Okay? What I've been seeing will stay with me forever. This is something I'm going to tell my children, if I ever have children, right? This is something that will stay with me forever, and nobody can tell me otherwise. I just think that the time is for now. Sorry, the time now for Boris Johnson to just resign, step back, let somebody else do the job, right? I wish I could be Prime Minister. I wish I could be. It would make headlines if I was Prime Minister, but let me be serious. I wouldn't know what to do in terms of running a country. I wouldn't. I would be doing my best to help everybody as much as I can possibly can. But I wouldn't be doing parties or anything else like that because, you know, it's not a good look. It's nothing. It just has a bad taste in people's mouths. Just having that, there's been parties, there's been investigations. What investigation? What has been? What's there to investigate? It's all there in black and white. You know, we need to get down to the bottom of this, right? And just say, look, get to the people who are there, and whoever's there should end up fessing up and say, I'm sorry, I was there and I shouldn't have been there. I'm sorry to everybody of the hurt that I've caused, and then and then they resign, and then they can move on, right? I don't know why these politicians are in power, right? I really don't. I really don't want to understand why why they're in the job in the first place, right? I really don't, right? Just because they live a very privileged life to the likes of myself, right? It doesn't mean that they lack empathy when they should be be empathetic of everybody else that's going through a tough time like this. I've said it before. This virus is not this virus shouldn't make anybody inferior or superior, right? We're all going through the same thing. It's just that this has affected us in different ways, right? And at the end of the day, right, I'm sick of Boris Johnson. I'm sick of the way he's been doing things. I'm sick of the way he's been laughing at us. I'm sick of the way he's been taking us for mugs. I'm sick of the way that, everybody's been disgruntled. Everybody just feels like, what's the point? Nobody can trust what he can say. Nobody can actually depend on him. Nobody. And at the end of the day, it's one rule for them, it's another rule for us. We had to do what we had to do to follow the rules. We had to sacrifice, and we had to sacrifice a lot. And I just feel like this has just been going on way too much now, right? There's been parties after parties after parties, right? When there's people out there that couldn't actually, have a party to begin with. They couldn't go and see their mothers, their fathers, their grandparents. They couldn't see their families. They couldn't see their friends. School was shut, right? Nothing. This virus, right, has taken away so much from us, right? Yes, we're in a better position now. Yes, we are. And we're trying to get towards the end of that so we can try and, move on. But remember all the good people that's been left behind. And I don't want to say we leave and burn them behind, but we're never going to forget them. We're never going to forget them. There's people out there who we know, and there's people out there who we don't know, who have gone through a tough time. And all I want to do is reach out to each one of these people who's watching this video right now to say that, I do generally feel for you. Generally, it must be heartbreaking just knowing that, you had to go through so much, just as I had to go through a lot to in my job to go and help people. I've gone through so much. Right? And these people do this. I don't know what else I can say. I'm angry, but I know that Boris Johnson isn't going to go anywhere. I want him to. Tomorrow would be a good day for him to just hand in his resignation and we move on. Because this guy can't lead. He's not a leader. He's not even a prime minister. This is a guy that just feels like he can do anything. Along with the people who attended that party, feel like they can do anything and get away with it. The whole mood of the country right now is just really annoyed. But some don't care. But the whole country is annoyed with this, and they're fed up of this. So, Boris Johnson, if you are watching my video, do the right thing. Just resign. You're not good enough. Right? You never have been good enough. Just step aside, right? Go ahead and do your thing with your family, but leave this prime minister role. Give it to somebody else that can do the job. Give it to somebody that knows that they can bring the country together. Give it to somebody that actually understands what all of us are feeling. I rest my case. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out, people. Thanks for watching.